So how do we do all of this? This is truly a mindset shift in the boardroom. This is a cultural shift. We're asking directors who've been on the board for many, many years to rethink the way they operate, to take on new responsibilities and workloads. The rules of engagement have changed. So what can a board do? Well, I have a pretty simple solution for a board that I've employed on many of my boards and is so effective, and it is so simple. It's called a board culture retreat. And this is not some cookie cutter off the shelf program. This is so simple and customized for whatever works for your board. So all it is a commitment from your board, 2 to 3 hours, once or twice a year, go off site, and the conversation focuses solely on the work of the board. That's it. This session is decoupled from strategy sessions. It's decoupled from the agenda. Preferably it's somewhere off-site, not particularly comfortable, just away from distractions. Fresh pieces of paper, people come ready to share about how they will work together. And the elements of the conversation could be anything that this particular board thinks is important to talk about. But they usually cover, how will we work together? How will we communicate with each other? How are decisions made? How will we turn over ourselves? And how will we hold ourselves accountable? And it's pretty straightforward. Once you start having these open conversations, what happens is that the rules of engagement are co-created, and a language and a set of norms are created that build a foundation for trust amongst the board. So for example, a rule of engagement around decisions could be anything from, decisions are made in this boardroom. They're not made on the golf course, in the bar, or somewhere else. Pretty simple, right? But sometimes it just needs to be articulated that the decisions are made and contemplated when we're all together. Another rule of engagement could be no retrading. What does that mean? That means once a decision's made, the decision is made. And retrading could be the language that this board came up by itself. And it's a way to use that language, maybe if somebody is not behaving in the way that we've established, it's a word that can be used to share with each other to say that, we're not holding ourselves accountable because we are doing something, we are retrading. Another rule of engagement could be that all committee members, or actually all board members, are invited to all committees. That's great. That's nice for transparency. Not really helpful when it comes to the smooth operation of a board agenda when time is tight. But you can have a conversation and say, everyone's invited to committee meetings. However, only committee members should speak or ask questions unless those other directors are called upon. So it's a conversation, maybe a bit of a negotiation. But what this allows us to do is make a commitment to each other as board members and how we're going to operate, how we are going to work as a team. So when the difficult days come, and they will, when the pressures on long-term value creation hit, strategy, performance, purpose, risk management, those hard decisions can be made in an environment built on a foundation of trust and relations and norms.